Hey people, we got about another 30 something days left to firewood season. That'll be April 4th, and by then it's pretty much starting to warm up so much during the day that it's tough to keep a fire going because you have to burn too low and you get a lot of soot. As you can see here, the glass on this is pretty clean, so I've been burning hot fires, but the other night we had a record low of minus 23, 23 below zero, which is cold even for here. And the top of the chimney pipe outside gets so cold that any condensation from moisture and the normal creosote and all that kind of stuff just collects out there and hardens up before it can get blown away. So there's a phenomenon called blowback. When the pipe, for any reason, gets too clogged up. Now I always keep this one clean from the inside up, so there's not a lot of collected stuff on the pipe. It's only on the edge of the pipe, on the edge of the cap outside. But when you have blowback, you open it up and you get a face full of smoke because the smoke's not going out, enough of the smoke's not going out, and it blows into the room. And as you see, it's not doing that now. We're kind of doing this video backwards, and you'll see why when I get outside. So the problem has been solved for now. I should have thought to record the problem, but you know what it looks like to have smoke blow in a room, and then it gets sucked down the holes by the fan, and the old lady starts coughing and like that. I'll meet you back outside in a second. I guess I should have put a coat on because it's 12 degrees. And as usual, one of the most annoying things around here, it's that it's snow flurrying again. But here's the process anyway. If you can see this long handle, which I'll bring down to show you, there's the chimney cap up there. I have a cheap camera here. This doesn't show you everything I'd like to show you, but these little stalagmite type things hang off that cap, and I took that pipe, that pole, and I went up there and I tapped it and got most of them to fall to the outside, which is where I want them. You don't really want them falling down the inside of the pipe because it could cause blockage in there even when you keep it clean for another 30 days before I clean it. So you want them to fall off the outside, and most of them are on the outside. That's where the problem is. So I'll bring this thing down. Fortunately, I'm on the deck here, so I didn't have to go up too far on the ladder. But I'll bring this thing down and show you what I got here. This is actually the pole for the apple picker. I don't know, it's about 24 foot. Run it over there. Whoa. It's about 24 feet long, I think. There's 4 sections, probably 6 foot. Now this thing here, the apple picker head, you know what an apple picker looks like. It's a basket with a little padding in it, and you reach up with this thing and pull the apples off the trees. This is a sprayer, for a garden sprayer, one of those things with the hole in it, with the holes in the front. But it also happens to be the right dimension to fit this pipe, so I just put this on here. There's multiple uses for apple picker poles. You can also attach to this, you can attach a roof rake, which would be good, but I got the snow guards on here, those little metal things that hold the snow back. But as screwy as it's been, there's been enough melting towards the front where you can see how it's collapsing the gutter here, even with the snow guards. I mean, gutters just aren't good for metal roofs, no matter how you look at it. So probably another week before the weather starts to get better. Anyway, let me try and get this thing out of the way before the gas man comes, and I'll put this away later. Oh, excuse me. Now you saw how much fire was inside the box, and if you look here, you really don't see any smoke. When the quad is working well, it burns off the exhaust gases at the top of the firebox, so you don't get any smoke coming outside. It's very efficient. You don't get the most efficiency from the heat because a lot of heat goes up, but as far as making a mess in the air, the environment, you don't get a lot of mess this way because it burns up all the gases and smoke that would normally, you know, choke you. So when the thing is burning well, it's very efficient. Like I say, it's 12 degrees. The only thing heating that house is those coals you saw in the fireplace. So this is a Redneck way to do this. The other way to do this would be to get a new cap, and that's according to Ted the chimney sweep, would be to put a new cap on here. He says they got the wrong size when they did the installation, which is certainly possible because they sent morons to do the installation the first time I had a call, and they sent a supervisor back with the same morons to do it right. So it's been 12 years or something. There hasn't been any problems with it, so I guess it's done right this time. But so anyway, this is the fast way, the easy way to clear the top of the stack, and it's not the right way. And of course, like I say, you still have to, when the fire is out in the spring, get in there and you know, vacuum out everything that came down, get a shop vac, put a piece of plastic over the fireplace surround so you don't have dust all over the house, and pull the baffle out, which is a different video, which I won't be doing, but you could find it, and then stick the shop vac hose in there and suck out the ash just to keep your pipe clean. And you can, hopefully you don't get an auger. There's chemicals that you can put in here. I decided that since I mentioned that I ought to show you what the product is. This is the Rutland creosote remover. I bought 2 of these on Amazon at the same time. I think they're 1 pound. Warning, blah blah. Can't really read it. No, 32 ounces in each one, 2 pounds. And it comes with a little scooper. One of these things, and you put a scoop of this in the fire. It says, they say how often to do it. I do it maybe twice a month, whenever, you know, depending on what kind of wood I've been using. I'll put a scoop or 2 in there. Now if I wasn't using this stuff, this is the stuff that makes the smoke and stuff that comes out the stack hard. And without this, I probably wouldn't have been able to go up there and whack that stuff off the pipe the way I did, because it would be soft and it sticks to the inside of the chimney, which is what you don't want. That's what causes chimney fires, when the creosote sticks to the inside of the stack and then ignites eventually when it gets too hot. So this, you know, causes it to get hard and fall out. Unfortunately, the gap up there on that improperly measured cap doesn't let enough of it fall out, so I have to go up there and whack it off. So relatively inexpensive way to protect yourself from a house fire. Little pellets. And like I say, I have no problem. I had to burn green wood, almost green. It was, you know, delivered last September. And I mixed that with the old seasoned stuff. The seasoned stuff was so light that, you know, it was light. It was like styrofoam. It would have burned up in seconds, so I mixed that. If I would have used all the old, well-seasoned, I probably wouldn't have had this problem at all. But I wouldn't have had much heat either. It would have went right up and, you know, burned out before I got up in the middle of the night to fill it. So anyway, if this helps you, go down, click the thumbs up down there, subscribe to the channel, because you never know what you might find. And if the title doesn't interest you, just let it go by. But subscriptions help us YouTubers, so we appreciate when you subscribe. Have a great day. Hopefully spring comes to your area soon, and soon to here too. Have a great one.